Hello and welcome to Pet Watch, a monthly program about the Williamson County Animal Center. I'm Debbie Sims and I'll be your host today. And my special guest, I have two actually. I have Dawn Gardin from the American Cancer Society, and she's brought her dog Bella. Hi Bella. Bella's very obedient. She's a little excited about being on TV, isn't she?
I think she is. I think she's a little excited, yeah.
Well, Dawn, you're here to tell me about the annual event that you'll be having out at Tower Park June 8th. Tell us the name of the event and why the dog.
It is Tails and Trails for the Cure. It's kind of a pet-friendly event celebrating our canine caregivers that take care of us a lot of times. You know, they always seem to know when we're sick, and they're always the one to sit by us and take care of us. So
that's true. Dogs mean so much to people, and as a representative of the American Cancer Society, you've seen it happen many times, but you've experienced the caregiving of Bella yourself. Tell me what happened with you.
I had skin cancer several years ago and had to go through radiation treatment for 5 weeks. And it can be a little draining on you, and she never complained that she didn't go for as long a walk as she wanted to. She was always there at the end of the week when I was really tired, and so she's been just a great friend to have. She really is man's best friend, or woman's best friend.
Woman's best friend. You know, they say it's proven that dogs can reduce stress and anxiety, and someone going through a cancer treatment is a prime example of very high anxiety, but they're trying to get the cure themselves. They're trying to calm down and have that calmness that helps a person cure and have that positive attitude, and a pet really can bring that out, can't they?
They do. They're just and they're understanding, and they don't get mad at you. They're just always there for you. Hopefully she doesn't run away.
I think they give a sense of security, especially to children. And you know, dogs are so sensitive to our emotions. I wish we could read our dogs as well as they read us.
I know, exactly. Yeah, when she's not feeling good, I wish sometimes she could talk to me and tell me that.
Oh, I know. Now, on June the 8th, you'll have the Tails and Trails for the Cure.
Yes.
And we'll be at Tower Park in Brentwood.
In Brentwood.
Where is that located?
It's right off of 95. Oh, God, is it
65?
Right, 65. I get my numbers confused,
That's
yes.
okay.
Right off of 65, next to the Aquatic Community Center.
Okay, and the WSM Tower, I guess, is the big landmark on
Yes,
the corner.
it's kind of easy to see. So,
yeah,
and
you get off at Concord Road, and then you head toward the Brentwood Libraries on your right, and then Heritage Ways on your left, and turn into Tower Park there. They actually have a little dog park inside of that.
Yeah, I think it's called Neutro Park. It's sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Mars Pet.
Right,
Mars
right.
So,
they do so much for our community, and it is a nice little dog park. But it also has a large path, and the Tails and Trails is one of the few events that I know of that raises money for a great cause like the American Cancer Society, and even allows pets.
Yeah, it's kind of rare. A lot of walks don't always allow pets, and we encourage you to bring out pets as long as you can control them. If you've got 3, probably no more than 3, I ask. But because
maybe they could bring 3 people and have one person per dog.
One person per dog would be great. We would love it. We would love it.
And I encourage people, do not use retractable leashes at this type of event. So just a little, I'll throw that in as a person from the shelter who has seen many a disaster with a retractable leash. It's not that much trouble to just go buy a clip lead for that day and a collar for your dog, which should always be on them anyway.
Yeah, that way they're a little bit more in control that way with a shorter leash, because otherwise some of those little retractables can be a little sharp too.
They can trip people up too. And the dog gets away from people and slips out of their hand. The American Cancer Society's been around since 1946, and I did a little research, and I thought, what? I've heard of it my whole life, and I've supported it, but I'm not sure I know everything they do. And research is a big part, is it not?
Yeah, we do. We help provide grants for research. We've got several recipients here in Nashville at Vanderbilt Hospital that are recipients of grants that are doing cancer research here in town. We actually even do some give grants for research to the folks at St. Jude's Hospital as well, because it takes a lot of money to find a cure for this, and we're hoping that we'll help anyone out we can who wants to.
Yeah, and in the meantime, till the cure is found, the American Cancer Society supports people who have been diagnosed with cancer in so many ways. And much like the Ronald McDonald House for Children, the Cancer Society has a place for people to stay. What is it called?
It is called the Hope Lodge, and we have one right here in Nashville, right off of Charlotte Avenue, kind of right in the heart of all the medical center. And patients from all over really can stay there because we've got such great medical treatment at Vanderbilt and the hospitals downtown that patients from anywhere can stay, and it is 100% free. We will provide them rides to and from their treatment, so if you're staying at the Hope Lodge, you don't have to worry about getting rides to and from your treatment either. And we try to provide dinner every night for patients that are staying there. So it's a nice family environment. It's kind of nice to see some patients come in. If they're there for a week or two, they get to meet other patients that are going through it, and you get that sense of camaraderie and a wellness kind of. You're kind of a group together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little boutique hotel. And when you're not feeling your best, you might want to be somewhere super nice like that with nice people to eat dinner with. And I wouldn't want to sit in a hotel room or a hospital room by myself every night. So to have that personal interaction and have people trained to run it, who know how to treat cancer patients and what support they're looking for. Do you ever use volunteers there?
We do have volunteers there. Anyone that wants to come out to volunteer, give us a call. We're always looking for people who might want to serve dinner that night.
Okay.
If your group or your church wanted to come out and get together and do something good and help someone out, come out and serve dinner to our patients. It's always a wonderful thing to do. Anyone wants to come out and entertain them. I've actually been part of a group where we played bingo with the patients that night. And every patient that stays there also has a caregiver that's all with them. So this way they're not completely alone. They've got someone who's with them through their treatment. So it can be up to like 55 people there.
Yeah. Wow. Is that a family member that stays?
A family member, a husband, wife, child. I mean, they have to be 18 years or older, but.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a mother,
So the closest one is to Williamson County is Nashville.
But
there are a number of them across the country.
There are 33 of them across the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just a wonderful. It really is a kind of a hopeful environment, and it's always nice and special when we always like to do something special when someone's done with their treatment. They get to ring a bell when they walk out. It's really nice.
That's nice. I think a lot of people know that the Cancer Society does tons of research and is always searching for a cure for different types of cancer, but I don't think they know about these things like Hope Lodge. So we have so many wonderful people here in Williamson County. I'm sure you're going to get some calls from groups who want to do a project like cook dinner or come down and play cards or bingo. So you get ready.
Yes,
Williamson
I
County,
would love it.
These are people at this lodge who could possibly live in Williamson County or in the Middle Tennessee area. So it's kind of neighbor helping neighbor, and it is our Hope Lodge. Should someone from our county need one, this is where they would go and stay. And this is pretty far from Nashville. If you're in the southern part or the western part of Williamson County, it could be an hour and a half in tremendous traffic to get there for your treatment, or you could just stay at Hope Lodge and finish your treatment in a calmer fashion than fighting the traffic.
Nice, safe environment where you're going to be with people who are fighting the fight as well. It's kind of nice.
And you said you take them for treatment from Hope Lodge to the hospitals. Do you also do that for patients who might be getting outpatient care from home?
Yes, we have a program called Road to Recovery, and it's for patients who are, if you were here in Williamson County and just need a ride to your treatment, you can call us and schedule someone to come pick you up, and they'll take you there, they'll wait for you to be done with your treatment, and they'll bring you home.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're always looking, and that's a volunteer run program for us. So we're always looking for road drivers. We call them road drivers.
Yeah.
But that's a volunteer program, so if you wanted to volunteer and give back in a way where you would say, I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays, I could give rides to patients on Mondays and Tuesdays if they needed it.
Yes.
We're always looking for volunteers to help us out on that program.
That's a wonderful idea. And I noticed when I was studying what the American Cancer Society does yesterday, to bring myself up to date, they have a 1-800 number that people can call anytime.
And 24/7. There's a 1-800 number. I mean, if you have questions about your insurance or questions about your diagnosis or questions about where the closest Hope Lodge is or, hey, can I get rides, there are people that will answer the phones at the 1-800 number 24/7.
And then medical referrals, do they will they tell you where trials are occurring if you should need a trial?
They can help with that kind of information.
Wow.
Yeah, all kinds of, there is a wealth of information at the 1-800 number. It's quite amazing what they do.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And, you know, cancer is such a broad term. It covers so many things, some that are easily curable and some that we don't have a clue yet how to cure. But I don't think there's anybody that hasn't been touched by it in some way.
Exactly.
It's family member, friend, colleague, and it's so far-reaching that the way it affects your life, depending on what your treatment and your recovery are going to be, it affects so many aspects. Your care for your pet, your ability to take care of your home, you know, your job, your children. So I'm sure people are happy to know that the Cancer Society is out there with more than just some laboratory somewhere testing.
Exactly. We like to say that we're attacking cancer from every angle, via research, helping patients. So we even provide wigs to women who are wanting wigs. If women are wanting are going through treatment and would like a wig, we do provide wigs as well. What
about screenings? Does the Cancer Society sponsor screenings?
We typically don't. We usually do that through, we would refer to doctors.
Oh, okay.
For that.
Okay. So you could tell a person what screenings they need at what age and when they should get a colonoscopy and that kind of thing.
Yes.
So that's great to know. So I think if anybody gets diagnosed with cancer, I know they're frantically searching the internet, which can be
a scary
horrifying.
Thing. Yes.
Yeah. But maybe they should just go to the American Cancer Society site first.
Cancer.org, yes.
And see what services are available there and talk to people who really know about treatment.
Yes.
Well, let's get back to our Tower Park event, Tails and Trails for the Cure. And we are going to bring our dogs, number one.
Yes.
Because those are the tails we're talking about.
Those are the tails. We want to have a tail wagging good time.
Now, on Saturday, June 8th, bring your dog and come about 10 o'clock. Register online beforehand if you can.
Yes. www.tailsandtrailsacs.org. ACS is American Cancer Society. So tailsandtrailsacs.org.
Okay. And you have individual can register for $35. And if a family wants to come together, it's $70. So that's kind of a great deal.
Yes, it's great because if you're a family of 4, it's a nice, fun family outing, and it's also sometimes it's hard to register children that wanted to come out. It's hard to register children, so let's just bring the whole family and have it be a fun family day with your dog and everyone.
Yeah. Now it says here that if you want to do Doga, which is dog yoga.
Dog yoga.
So it's $45 for an individual to do that.
Yeah.
And space limited in the Doga class?
Actually, as many, I think she might hop down. It's basically stretching with your dog.
Okay.
It's kind of, you know how they have goat yoga?
Right,
well,
right.
Why not do yoga with your dog? They know downward dog and upward dog. I think they invented it for them.
I think they invented it
I think they invented that. So, yeah, so
that'll be at 10:30.
Yeah, that'll be. It's kind of a warm up.
Yeah,
kind of our fun little warm up way to warm up and stretch before we go on our 1.4 mile little trail walk around the dog park and the soccer fields.
And that'll be at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Strut your pup around the park. And everybody, it's not a race.
It's not a race. Yeah. I mean, if you want to race.
If you want to run, be sure your dog has run with you before.
Yes.
And you know that dog is capable of running.
Yes.
Because not every breed is made for running.
She's not a runner.
Yeah.
She's more of a walker and stroller and sniffer.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. People put their dogs in strollers around here instead of their kids. So you may have one of those too.
Yeah.
But it's great because dogs do give us so much comfort. And they come in all shapes and sizes and colors and breeds, and it's fun to see them all get together.
Yeah, and they all have their own personalities too. So we're also having a little interesting competition as well this year, a pup-friendly competition where we'll have a contest for biggest dog and smallest dog, best trick, best
howling. Okay, so all those.
Yes, this one's a
bloodhound.
Howler.
She's a howler. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Maybe she'll do it for us.
And best dressed, because there are a lot of people that will dress up their dogs, and
so that's wide open. There's no theme or anything.
No theme, whatever. Just come up to our table when you register. Sign up your dog for the contest.
Okay.
So that we know who's all,
What time will all the contests take place? Is that before the walk?
That'll be before the walk as well.
Okay, so get there at 10 if you don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
And I'd encourage people to register online.
Yes.
Rather than at the event.
At the event, yeah.
That way you can just walk up and pick up your packet. Oh, and you told me there'll be some surprises for each registrant?
Yeah, we have cool little, we're going to give everyone that registers gets a cool little backpack so they can put their car keys in for the day, or, their the water bottle for their dog or themselves. It's just an easy little backpack to carry stuff around in for the day, and it'll be, hopefully, you can bring it to the dog park again.
Yeah. That's easier than T-shirts.
It is easier than T-shirts. One size fits all in a backpack.
That's right. Those are great. And if people want to stay afterwards, they can go and explore the Neutro Dog Park that's on the property. So that'll get some exposure to that, because a lot of people may not know it's there.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful. Bella's played there a bunch of times, haven't you? It's a beautiful dog park. It's got some nice trees and it's shaded, so it'll be, if it's warm that day, it's going to be beautiful there.
Yeah, so it'll be nice for the walkers too, right? Because they won't be in the stark sun the entire time.
Yeah, you're kind of, pretty much the walk will be half in the shade and kind of half in the sun, so it'll be kind of perfect.
So it's about 1 mile?
Yeah, I think the park measured it at 1.4 mile walk.
Okay, great. Now, if someone signs up to walk in the walk, they obviously can make a donation above and beyond the $35, and it's a great way to remember someone who is fighting cancer right now and say, hey, I'm going to go this Saturday and walk for you and walk for a cure. Or it's a good way to memorialize someone in your family. Do you have actual sponsor sheets, or is it just a donation that people make?
It's a donation that people can make. They can make donations at the event, but you can go online. If you can't participate that day but still kind of want to be part of the event, there's a donate button where you can click and donate just right from the website.
That's great, because you may be out of town, you can't go that day, but you still want to give to the Cancer Society and the cause. So that's wonderful to know. You told me that you have some sponsors who've signed on to support the event. Tell me about those.
Yeah, we've got some great sponsors. They were sponsors of us last year. Atmos Energy is a wonderful sponsor. Thank you so much for coming back. Waste Haulers and Haulaway Services. They are they're big dog people, and they really wanted to enjoy, they're in the trash business, but they are big dog lovers and wanted to give back to the American Cancer Society. And so they're part of it again this year. And then My Second Home, which is a local place where you can, a doggy daycare and groomer.
Right.
And
you can board your pet
when you go on vacation.
Well. And they live better than you do sometimes.
They have some beautiful rooms there that, I'm sure Bella would really love. They have beautiful plush beds, and they had a water fountain in the center. It's pretty, but then the doggy daycare she really loves too.
Yeah. Now you're looking for some vendors for this event. What kind of vendors are you looking for? So if anybody's out there with a business,
anyone's out there with a business that would like to just come be part of the event for the day, we'll have this booth space available if you want to come out and set up a booth, and if you have information you want to hand out to local dog lovers, we'll welcome you.
So the actual event will be from 10 to 12 approximately? And the vendors will be there a few minutes before and a few minutes after?
Yeah, and just a fun, let's have it be a fun day with our pups.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing, because so many of us want to take our dogs places, and we don't know if we're supposed to for that event.
Exactly.
Now this is one we do not have to worry.
Yes, I'm not sure if cats would be okay, but maybe in a stroller, a cat would be great in a stroller.
There is a closed stroller you can buy that sort of zips the cat in, but you don't find too many of those around.
You don't find too many of those. This one's a cat lover, so.
Oh, well, good.
She loves the kitties.
She gets along with everybody. Will she be at the Cancer Society booth with you?
She will be sitting at the booth with me, and we're going to try to do our little stroll as well. But yes, this year she is definitely coming to the booth and going to try to do some yoga in the morning.
Okay. Do you need volunteers for the event at the park? And how would someone get involved?
All they have to do is give us a call. 615-341-7319 is my direct line if you're interested in getting involved and volunteering. We'd love to have some extra volunteers to help out with registration. Would be wonderful.
Okay. And they can just call you at that number to get involved. Okay. Now, I want to encourage people to sign up and get out there. Are there any other aspects of it we need to remember? Is it a rain or shine
It
event?
is a rain or shine event, and we're just going to pray that hopefully it'll be beautiful weather just like today.
Yeah, well, I hope so too. And June the 8th, the shelter will be out there with some dogs. Look for the ones with the Adopt Me vests on.
Maybe we'll find you a friend, Bella.
I'm not going to bring cats, just because I don't want to cause trouble with all the dogs. But we sure appreciate it. It's Tails and Trails for the Cure for the American Cancer Society, June 8th at Tower Park. Yes. So the website again, tell us again where they register.
tailsandtrailsacs.org.
Okay, great. Thank you for all that information. I want to share with our viewers a new program that we have at the shelter now. It's a community cat program. And you may be wondering, what is a community cat? Well, a community cat is a cat that is not really owned by anyone. And you may have seen cats like this in your neighborhood. They may come up on your property and maybe you feed them once in a while. We have started a program with the approval of the Williamson County Commission and a grant from the Community Foundation of Tennessee to do free spay and neuter surgeries on all outdoor cats. That includes those that you might see around the neighborhood as well as your own. If you let your cat out, it can come back pregnant and you could have a litter of unwanted kittens. If you let your male cat out, then that also causes a problem. So we'd like to help out and we'd like to reduce the overpopulation of kittens and cats in the county. And it is a problem, believe it or not. We had about 1,100 stray cats come into the shelter last year, and that's just way too many. And if each one of them were not brought in and spayed and neutered, think about how many offspring their babies would produce. Cats can have kittens 3 and 4 times a year, and they can have multiples at each one of those births. So the only way to make a dent in this is to start spaying and neutering, and we really need the community to buy in on the project, and we need people in the community to call and say, you know, there are some cats around here. I've fed them on occasion. It's not bad that you've done that, but we want to get them spayed or neutered so you can continue to feed them and enjoy them and they can continue to live their life out in your neighborhood. So if you'd like to get involved, this is called our Community Cat Program. It has several aspects, one of which is the trap, neuter, and release of cats back into the neighborhood. You can call the shelter and talk to Samantha Anderson. We call her Sam, and she knows all about the program. She's coordinating everything for us. There's actually an application for people and information on our website, adoptwcac.org. And I also want to let you know about several upcoming events. On Saturday, May 4th, we'll be having the Cinco de Meow Cat Festival at the shelter. It's totally free. It's all things about cats. We'll have cat vendors. We'll have games for you to play. Bring the whole family. It's from 11 to 3 on Saturday, May 4th. And on that same day, we'll have dogs out at the Franklin Pet Sense store on Murfreesboro Road in the Kroger Shopping Center for their Adopt-a-thon. Then on Saturday, May 11th, we'll be down at the Grove in College Grove for Honor the Fallen Walk. And then we'll have a rabies microchip clinic at the shelter on Saturday, May 25th. That's our monthly clinic. We have the last Saturday of every month from 9 to 11 at the shelter. We do rabies shots for $10 and microchips for $15. That is open to the public, so please have your pet microchipped and be sure you're up to date on your rabies vaccinations because there has been one case in a skunk in the county this year. On Monday, May 27th, we'll be closed for the Memorial Day holiday. And I want to encourage you that when you think about adopting a pet, that the first place you come to is the Williamson County Animal Center. And if you want to volunteer to help us, you can help people find the right pet by coming to our volunteer orientation class. We have one every month. And if you'd like to help us out, you can donate an item from our Amazon wish list. We're open for adoptions Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 11 to 3. And please like us on Facebook. That's where all the latest and cutest arrivals at our shelter are featured. And you can get to the Facebook account and look at it, or you can go to adoptwcac.org and go on Pet Finder and look at all the wonderful pets we have looking for homes. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on Pet Watch.